Give it to now tuned into Raw. I'm Crystal Mestrez, and that was Jessica Caplan and her band performing Quiet Down. How are you guys?
Great.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you for coming. Now, where are you guys originally from?
I'm originally from Montreal, Canada.
Okay.
Yeah.
And please introduce your band for me.
Oh, you have a mic.
Yeah. This is Matt Crump,
Okay.
Hi, everyone.
Dylan Mandel on the
Thanks,
drums.
Matt. I'm Dylan Mandel.
I guess we're introducing ourselves, and I'm Michael Cameras. Thank you.
Now, how did you guys first start out?
Well, we have been playing together now for not that long. We're actually pretty new playing
Okay.
together. Say what, 4 or 5 months? 4 or 5 months? Since about August. The three of us, Matt, Dylan, and I got together after I finished actually recording my first EP, which is yet to be released.
Okay, what is the name of EP? Of the EP?
Here is where.
And do you know when it's going to be released? Do you have an idea if it's this
Very,
year?
very soon.
Very
soon.
soon.
A few months.
Now, how do you
Just got a few
describe
things to
your
do.
sound exactly?
It's a good question. It's one I have.
Because that song, it's either electric pop or it's a little bit of R&B. Now, what is it exactly?
Yeah. I don't think it is one thing exactly.
Okay.
And I've kind of just
Perfect. And
gotten
it's good
okay with that. So I describe it as electronic pop with flavors of, R&B and psychedelic influences at times.
Now, what are your musical influences? Because your sound is so diverse, like who do you
Right.
specifically say that, you're inspired by?
Inspired by so many.
Of course.
There's no one specifically that I would say like my sound matches or I'm emulating in my sound, but I can say who I grew up listening to,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
the Beatles, Joni Mitchell, Carole King. In my teenage years, I was really into jazz, oddly for a teenager, and listened to like Ella Fitzgerald, Billie Holiday. I'm kind of having a love affair again with Nina Simone recently.
Oh, yes, she's amazing.
Yeah, she's awesome. And then I've listened to so many different styles of music over the years, and in the last, 10 years, got more into electronic music. So there are some artists that I definitely love and have listened to a lot.
What other projects have you done?
I just finished up this EP that I worked with Jason Cummings on at the Cutting Room.
Okay.
He's an awesome producer.
And I saw you on
And a good friend.
Bandcamp as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Explain to our viewers exactly,
2 of my tracks are on Bandcamp.
which is amazing.
Quiet Down and What I Do, and eventually the EP will be up and on iTunes and all that jazz.
All right. So let's hear her second song. Please introduce it, and let's hear the amazing sounds.
The next song is called What I Do. Enjoy it.
Here it goes.
Rub your eyes, get out of bed, wake your mind, sleepy head. Brush the teeth and get them fed. You can't sleep anymore. Pull the lock and shut it tight. Kiss the children goodnight. This fatigue you cannot fight. You're waiting for the more. Where you don't feel this way. And I promise the day will come. I cannot say what I do for you. Pins and needles up your spine and your back open wide. Fear like chains you cannot hide. The pain that's in your face. Prod and put, just do it fast. Hope this moment won't last. Let us let go of the past and find a little space where you don't feel this way. And I promise the day will come. I cannot say what I do for you. out of bed.
That was What I Do, and that was amazing, guys. Now, as far as the songwriting, do you write your own music, or do you guys collaborate all together as far as for the lyrics itself?
Good question. That song actually has had a very interesting evolution because it started off with a friend of mine who I should mention. His name is Casey Chu. I haven't seen him in quite a while, but we used to spend a lot of time in my music room in my apartment just improvising, which is pretty much my favorite thing to do. And he was playing the keys, and he just started playing that
And you just
riff
came
of
up
that
with the words,
classical-
and it just married
it's
together.
The Hall of the Mountain King by Grieg. I should, give Grieg credit where credit is due.
Of course.
So he started playing that. I started singing a chorus, and it just became a song. But it wasn't, and then I didn't have any words. I didn't know what the song was about. It was just the melody and the chorus, like the verse and the chorus. And I mean, there was this whole other section that I actually changed later on. And then I was staying at my sister's place, actually. She had just had surgery, and that's when the lyrics came out. So I was up late one night, everybody was asleep in our house, and I just started scribbling these lyrics. And it was really about her and what she was going through.
Right.
So
does all your music come from a dark place, or an emotion, or sometimes just people are, in the train station just walking around and they're like, a tune comes in their head. Like, where does your inspiration come from?
like you said,
Anything.
so many different
course.
places. That definitely, I have many times had my iPhone with me and sing into my iPhone on
do
the
that all the
train
time.
or on the subway platform or on the street. Sometimes it's a very clear melody line that I hear. Sometimes, it's a riff that will turn out being a bass line, which is kind of what happened with Quiet Down. And sometimes it's a phrase, but more often than not, it's a melody. It's the tune before the words come, usually.
Now, the music is so diverse. Now, I have the musicians in the back. Can you tell me what you play as far as introduce exactly what you do?
All right, well, back here I've got an electric piano.
That's where all the craziness is coming from. I love it. Amazing.
Yeah. That thing, and sitting on top of it is a synthesizer called the Mini Brute, which produces the space sounds.
That's exactly what it is.
And that middle thing's called the Octatrack, which is like a little computer brain with some of the backing tracks and little samples, and I get to run Jess's mic through there to mess around with vocals and stuff like that.
Now, did she tell you that she wanted that type of sound, or you guys just came together and said, how do you think, does this sound like your thing? Like, how did that come together, specifically with that
Yeah, with
equipment?
that thing. Well, I mean, Jess had put a lot of work in with this producer,
Okay.
kind of weaving these songs together with backing tracks. And what we did was kind of chop those things up and load them into this gear so that we could play out live and kind of mess around with things while we're playing.
Thank you. Can I have?
Dylan.
Come on, Dylan. Tell us your skills.
I just got, a couple drums over there.
Just got.
I got a glockenspiel. That's probably the coolest thing back there. I don't know. It's pretty simple. Pretty classic.
Of course. All right, thank you.
Yeah.
I play the baritone saxophone in the group and sometimes a little flute. And actually, Jason, the producer, when he was working on the tracks, brought me in because he wanted something that had a little bit more of an organic sound to it, that was an acoustic instrument. And I'd worked with him in some other contexts, and here we are.
Definitely. Introduce your third song, please. I can't wait. Go ahead.
The third song is called Here Is Where.
You feel
That was Here Is Where, Jessica. Now, tell us exactly how we can find you specifically on Facebook and...
Yeah, right now, Facebook, Jessica Caplan Music, and Bandcamp, Jessica Caplan.
Okay.
And that's Caplan with a C.
Hard to say.
And I'm currently constructing my website, which will be jessicacaplanmusic.com.
Okay. Now, before we go, just give us a briefing on Here Is Where. That was a very interesting song, and I want to make sure that we get to that before we go.
Okay, that song, that one is probably one of my older songs. I wrote a couple years ago, and definitely came out of a place of longing, which I realize a lot of my songs come from. Probably a lot of art in general comes from that place. And like a lot of my songs, they start with me on my keys playing alone
And it just
in a room.
came together.
And yeah, just that one came pretty quickly. I was in a pretty emotional place, and it was definitely a channel.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
I want to thank you guys for coming, Jessica and your band. Thank you so much for performing and gracing our stage. I'm Crystal Mestres, and this is Raw.
I'm stuck on you. I'm stuck on you. I don't know why it's true. I'm stuck on you. I should have memorized your face, 'cause pictures can't replace images in my mind. You're falling far behind. I'm stuck on you. I'm stuck on you. I wish it wasn't true. I'm stuck on you. Emotion takes control, and too much yearning takes its toll on the boundaries of my will. I need you like a pill. And the night was on fire as we danced to our heart's desire. And you get so close and you touch the flame, and now I know I'll never be the same. I know you gotta feel that way.